All right, so I do this questionnaire just to get to know my guests just a little bit better outside of the business discussion and the,
Okay.
talk shop discussion. This is I called it last call because it's basically when the night's wrapping up and you've had a few to drink, you get a little more introspective and you share more about your family and about yourself and your goals for life. Yes, so that's what this is. And also last call is the last time we take our dogs out every night. That's what we call it here. So it just worked.
Hey, that's cute. I like that.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's based on the show. Did you ever watch Inside the Actors Studio?
A couple times.
Do you remember that show? Okay, good. So at the end of the show, James Lipton, the host, would always ask his celebrity guests the same question. So like it was kind of cool because it was the same question, but it was a different person answering them. So you got a different perspective for every question. So that's what I've kind of created here, but obviously it's pet related. And the first question is favorite breed.
Oh, I'm kind of torn, but now since I have one, Papillon.
A Papillon. They're good
Amazing.
dogs.
Yeah, smart, funny, amazing. Just So since I've had one for about a year, so yeah.
Least favorite breed.
Oh, Cocker Spaniel.
Ooh, that was quick. You didn't hesitate at all.
And it's not the temp. I mean, this is grooming related. It's not the temperament. Grooming related. Yeah, they're just awfully greasy. Ears. It's just they have the ears hang, so you can't get air. They're just so heavy, and they're always a mess. And their paws are just, the hair is so thick. It takes so long to dry. And Cocker Spaniels.
Do you charge extra for Cocker Spaniels because of the time?
I really only have a few now, like 3. I just did one today. No, I don't. And I'm nice. So no, I don't. But
okay, yeah.
Maybe as the years go by, I'll be like, now the gas has gone crazy. I may have to charge another like 5 spot or something.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if it takes more time. Like, I mean,
true.
Time is money.
Because mobile grooming, in my industry, when I see all the people, I see them on these websites with these groomers. They're like, oh, mobile groomers. Oh, I do 10 to 12 dogs a day. How do you do that? First of all, they must be all in the same neighborhood, because there's no way you can do all that. Right. You're not doing quality work. So, but the Cocker Spaniels do take a long time. They take at least 2 hours. In mobile grooming, I should be able to get a dog done with 1 hour and 15 minutes. I should be able to do 4 or 5 a day. But so yeah, they do take more time. So
wow, yeah. So you do about 4 or 5 a day, and other people are doing like 10 to 15 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I get it. I think it's because they're probably a little more established and they have their roots so set up, which I am still taking new clients, even though I don't need to. I could be booked out for the next 6 months with just my regular people, but I'm trying to, wheedle my schedule down and make it nice to where my clients, I want them. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
dog takes too long, I'm gonna put you in with someone else, or
right.
So yeah, some people, I think they're doing crappy work, or they may have an assistant. I don't know.
That makes sense. It could be 2 of them in there at the same time.
And so I don't have anybody with me. So.
Do your pets sleep in your bed?
Yes.
They do, both of them?
Mm-hmm.
And they're both girls?
Mm-hmm. They don't like each other, but they're fine.
I don't know why I kind of knew that. That's why I asked, are they both girls? Are they?
Well, they came at different times. So Rue, the Chihuahua, was here for 8 years, and then we get Gracie, and Rue's like, what is happening here? And Gracie she doesn't like dogs in general at all. Like, I take her with me in the grooming van or the grooming trailer every day. She goes to work with me, but like she'll sniff their butts and they'll sniff hers. But then once they get too close, she'll and I'm like, all right, and then she'll go back to bed. But she loves people. Could be worse things. No,
but yeah, that's good though that you take her so that she can socialize a little bit more. Maybe little by little she'll be more open.
That's right. Oh, she's friendly, but she'll let you know if she don't want to talk to you.
Listen, a girl who sets boundaries is my kind of girl.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Who or what wakes you up in the morning?
Oh God, Rue, because she has to go pee. Yeah, she'll wake me up at about, of course, 2 hours before my alarm goes off. So probably 5 or so, she'll be like, "Hey," or pop-oing me.
Rue, that's terrible, Rue.
Well, she is tiny and our bed is high, so I would prefer not her to jump off, which she has. So I don't want to break her leg.
Yeah. That's scary, actually. Yeah. What is your most used training command or cue? And it could be either at your house or with dogs that you're grooming.
Me training a dog?
No,
Or
like
me
what do you
in the
say to
groomer?
that? Like what command do you give often? Like sit, stay,
Oh, up, don't sit, up, up, up,
up,
up,
up.
up. Like I'll go underneath, up, up, don't sit, because I'm always trying to groom under. No, up, up, up. Yeah, so that's pretty much my favorite. Yeah, not sit. It's don't sit.
It's exactly the opposite. Okay, that's good to know. Nobody's ever said up. Okay,
Yeah.
how about the least used? So not sit.
Yeah, not sit. That's it. No, not
Don't
lay
sit.
down. No, lay down. No sit. No, you need to be up and around for the grooming.
That makes so much sense. Okay, what pet-related noise do you love?
When they're sleeping and they're dreaming and they do that and they move their pup out. That's it.
That they're like barking in their dream. Yeah, vocalizing their dream.
You know they're having fun doing something. So
Yeah, I love it.
that's my favorite.
Awesome. What pet-related noise do you hate?
Oh, the reverse sneeze. I don't hate it, but you know, with the little dogs, when they get the, it's called a reverse sneeze, and they get it a lot. So it just worries me.
Right.
I know they're not going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sign of some issues.
Something.
Right. Sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes, but yeah. So usually they'll work it out, and I'll try to rub a little, but
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good to know. All right. What pet-related profession, other than the one that you're in right now, would you consider having one day?
I worked doggy daycare, and I loved it. I would
How-
absolutely, if I had a place, if I had space and definite boundaries, and you know all that, doggy daycare would be it.
You would start one?
Absolutely, if I could.
Yeah. If you had the capital, right?
If I had the room and the capital, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, and also trusting. I would have people I need to trust with the animals. You know. So yeah, doggy daycare.
Employees. Yeah.
If-
Yeah.
They're great. Not all dogs get along, and it's funny. People are like, "Oh, you just throw them all in together." No. You don't do that.
No. I did an interview with my former business partner, Beth Wariacker, who is now a dog trainer, and she's partnered up with a doggy daycare. And we talked a little bit about the dynamics in the doggy daycare, but I would love to interview somebody who like runs a doggy daycare so I can get into like the training aspect of it. Like who's the right person to like manage your dog room? Because it has to be the right personality.
Right.
You know, things like that. I'd love to have somebody who owns and runs and trains and manages one.
There's a lady in Front Royal who's trying to start a doggy daycare right now. So if she gets it up and running, I'll let you know.
Thank you. Absolutely. And how about what pet-related profession would you never want to try?
I don't want to say vet tech or anything. How about like a horseshoer? Like I wouldn't want to do that.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
pet related, right? Yeah. I wouldn't want to do anything with the horseshoes, the hooving.
That's very specific. I'm surprised by how specific that job is.
I do live in Front Royal now, and I know a lot of rural people, and I know a lot of farm people. They have horses, and I do have a friend who's a farrier. That's what they do.
Yes.
And I was thinking, I was like, and she almost got kicked real bad in the face the other day, and I was thinking about it when you asked me, I'm like, no, I don't think I'd ever want to. That'd be too much.
I used to be friends with somebody, and we just completely lost touch, but who has a farrier supply store, or had back in like 2007, in Middleburg, Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Small
it's
world.
for those who are not familiar with Northern Virginia or the Front Royal area, it's very rural. It's gorgeous, beautiful wineries, nice hotels and inns. I mean, it's one of my favorite places. Like Middleburg, Virginia is one of my favorite places in the world.
Gorgeous.
All right, last question. If the Rainbow Bridge exists, who is the first pet to greet you when you arrive?
That would be Smokey. Oh, Millie. Sorry, Millie, my cat.
Millie, your cat.
Millie,
Tell
my
me
cat.
about Millie.
My first cat. She's all black. She was real tiny and runt, and she was just so great. And she would play fetch like a dog. And then and she disappeared one time for like 3 months. Came back. I'm like, oh hey. I woke up one morning. I don't know how she got in the house. She was in the bed with me. I'm like, hey. So Millie, I think. Now I don't know if she's passed, but she ran away like 10 years after I had her, and I'm like, she's got it. So she never came back, but I'm gonna save her.
Oh, she ran away. You know what? I have a cat like that. She was black. Her name was Michu.
Oh,
And she was an outside cat when I was growing up. Like this was a totally different time. Like, now I
It
would never
was.
have an outside cat, but
well,
at
this was
that
20
time.
years ago. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And she had many litters because again, we didn't know any better. And she would bring the litters. She lived outside, but she would bring them into our house. She
Yeah,
wanted us to take care of her babes.
That's right.
And she, when she got older, kind of adopted a house like around the corner from us who like maybe
like you guys anymore?
I think she had better food, and the lady like kept us updated about Michu's like comings and goings, and eventually like she passed and we never saw her again because she just kind of like went to retire at the other lady's house.
That's a great story.
I mean, I think that for her retirement plan, that was just better. And I guarantee you it was the canned food that was served over there. And like, we were like kids growing up and I think we were in charge and like, again, totally different time. And I think we maybe fed her like once a day, like when we remembered, you know what I mean?
Like, oh, the bowl is empty. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Exactly. So yeah, she probably chose right. I don't blame her at all.
Oh, that's good.
Awesome. Well, thank you. That's it. That's all I have for you. I so appreciate your
I had so much
time.
fun. Thank you.
Oh, good. Me too. I love meeting people. I hope that you'll diffuse this wherever, share it.
Absolutely. I will definitely keep in touch with you. And yeah, I've
Absolutely.
been sharing your stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well,
I had so much fun as well. Thank you so much.
thank you. Enjoy your cocktails. Take your Tito's. Have one for me.
That's right. I will.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, bye.